I am out running errands and just thought something to myself. Okay, so going back to, hey, when I was a little kid, right? Because I feel like our inner child, like I'm learning about all this stuff and things to figure out what my mission, my purpose is. And I'm like, am I putting too much emphasis on it? Am I just one of like the billions of people on this planet? And I have nothing to bring other than just like work and die. Like, I don't know. But I've always felt different, right? And my nickname growing up was the chosen one because I was adopted. So it was like my parents' way of saying like, okay, your sisters, like God gave them, them to us and he chose them for us, but we chose you. So you're the chosen one, right? My middle sister hated it. Still hates me to this day actually because of it, which is just like, come on. But regardless, I'm out running errands and I'm kind of thinking about all this stuff, right? Just like in the zone and just kind of zoned out and running through the motions. And I was thinking, again, back to my childhood, like this whole inner child, healing it. Like there's something in my childhood that I'm missing because if that's who we're supposed to be and then we're trained not to be, right? Are you following? So I'm thinking back in the zone on autopilot, just, hitting UPS store and all that, right? And I'm thinking, okay, so it just popped into my brain, right? Who did I look up to? Like, who was my idol, right? You have those people growing up that are like, who's your idol? Teachers or mentors of any kind, coaches. And I have always not wanted to make something up, but most people were like, when I was growing up, was like Michael Jordan. I want to be, and they always had like somebody. And until I started snowboarding in high school, I didn't have really anybody that I looked up to, which I felt kind of weird for. Like I was never into the things that people were normally into, like in boy bands and I don't just know the normal shit, right? Like decorating your room with all of the same things, which is ironic because I do that now. But and I was just always felt bad. Like I felt like I should make somebody up because who doesn't have an idol, right? Everybody that is everybody has an idol, somebody that they just like aspire to be like, regardless if it was sports, business, firefighter, whatever profession. Even if it was a parent, right? So I always just said like a parent because I didn't know what to say. Like before you know how to sort of zhuzh and like, do the sales 101, you sort of just kind of figure it out as a kid, right? And some of your answers aren't perfect. And regardless, I always would default to like, oh, it's a parent, And my dad is one, right? But I mean, for the most part, as an adult, like kind of growing into this idea of going back to my childhood, who was I? I'm definitely thinking like, who I always felt on the inside that I always looked up to were everyday people. Everyday people. If I knew to say that answer confidently as a kid, I would have. Because it's true, even still to this day, there isn't like one person that I look up to. There's people that I enjoy, but there's not somebody that I would aspire to be like. I've always liked being me. Always, which is great, like, and I haven't always been confident in that because I seemed so different from everybody else as far as a mind frame goes, right? So I just sort of would pretend and kind of go with the motions just to kind of fit in, because for a very long time, I mean, we're talking like high school, early college, where you're just trying to figure it out. But it's ironic because we're still trying to figure it out. Everybody on this planet is just trying to figure it out. And if they say that they're not and they have like a plan and like a 401k, they're delusional, right? That is what they go with. And I'm the same. I've been there. I have a 401k. Okay. I have an IRA. Like I've done this stuff and things, but going back to like, I just want to be happy. What does that mean for me? Going back to my childhood, circling this all together. I'm rambling. But that's sort of how thoughts go, right? They just sort of ramble until you land on something. And I've kind of been doing that a lot lately, trying to figure out what I want to be when I grow up, right? Like, what do we want to be when we grow up? What do I want to be? And I really do get inspired by everyday people. I mean, really, people that are walking down the street wearing shorts that in my opinion, my humble opinion, maybe I wouldn't be as confident if I were them. But then again, that's probably something I need to work on, right? That's something I need to work on. I mean, I have a great body. I have great legs. Like I'm very, very grateful for my body. And even if like the weight has kind of been up and down and thyroid issues and whatever, a long time ago, not now, because I'm like I've healed all myself. But to be honest, sorry, I got a call. To be honest, I have always been very confident and very comfortable in my own skin, even though that hasn't always been outwardly. So I guess this is just me rambling my brain thoughts, right, into the idea that, hey, this is normal. Like, I'm a normal person. I am normal. I'm normal. I would say for most people out there, we all sort of brain ramble. And especially women, right? Like, I mean, I don't want to make it about that, but it's kind of about that because we've sort of been conditioned to always think of like everything and time it and like the Amazon packages. Is that going to show up? Like, I got my trip in 2 months. Like, we're always, right? And I really do believe that this is just to let you guys know that you're normal. Like, if you don't have it all together and you lay your head down at night or you're brushing your teeth and you're like, what the fuck am I doing? What the fuck am I doing? You're right on track. You're right on track. You're with the rest of us. But as you grow spiritually, I believe that, like I was doing today, you sort of go back and like your spirit team, right? Your A team, as I call them, your angels, whatever you subscribe to, source, universe, God, aliens, Bigfoot, okay, whatever you believe that guides you, right? Even if it's just yourself, if you're just that person and you're like 2D, like I'm just myself guiding me, cool. I mean, I guess your higher self, like I'm learning, right? Your higher self is technical, so we're all, right. Time is linear, right? But I mean, at the same time, yeah, I think that's it. Like, I just wanted to let you guys know that you're really honestly on track and there's nothing wrong with you. We're all, if you're, like I'm thinking right now, like, what do I want to be when I grow up? Someone in the most successful position of all time is thinking the same thing that you are. Like, what do I want to be? Am I happy? Like, constantly questioning, right? Can I be more successful? Can I be a better me? And we're all just trying to better ourselves. But as we're growing as a consciousness on this planet, I believe that a lot of people are, as they say, waking up. And I like to think of it as just like realizing, right? And yeah, just realizing that when we were kids, like, we had it right. We had it right. And we were conditioned because humans learn fast. It's what we do. But people really do condition us to not be ourselves because we're so different. And that's scary to a lot of people, right? But at the same time, that's what we're supposed to do. Like, that's what we're supposed to do. So you're right on track.